episode in our series, growing our profile in Subsistence. Now, today we probably the first thing that we will look at is to create or craft another storage crate for us, since we are running out of storage space. That's potentially the only thing that we might have to do today. So it's going to be running around, gathering resources. We almost at a point now where we are forced to start thinking about things like how the base is going to look like, how are we going to extend the base. So it's definitely at that stage now that we really need to start thinking about it. The things that we also, because of that, is that when we look at other items that we would need more electricity or more power, and therefore we also would need more power storage units and mass storage units, because of that because of the power that's required by certain of the items are a lot higher. And not only that, we also would need other things other than the small power generators, because they are very heavy on fuel, on those on the oil. So we just need to keep an eye on that bear in the background, so that it doesn't come too close, because if it does, then we need to run. That's the idea. So as I was saying, we need other things than those power generators. We might build a few of them also, but we would need to look at things like solar panels or wind turbines to help with the power, so that we can fill up the power storage units that we need to build in order for us to survive. So we're gonna collect these crates. Also looking out for the crates. There's one there close to the wolf, so we need to be very careful with that we don't go too close. We already died a couple of times in the game, and we definitely don't want to die again. So we need to be careful. Also, another thing that I was thinking of is to craft at least a shotgun to give us better protection against these animals or these predators. So that's also maybe something that we were looking at in our next episode. We definitely need a lot of feathers because we need to prepare ourselves for winter, and the winter clothes requires feathers and also leather. So we need not only to start hunting down the chickens, but at some point we also need to start hunting down the rabbits, and maybe also the wolves, because some of the wolves actually do give us leather. yeah, and then also we also need to find a lot of those cotton seeds and start planting those, because we do need, even on our second shirt that we can craft now, we need cotton also, not only leather. So with the cotton we can craft leather, and yeah, we can also craft we can also use that when we craft shirts and pants and jackets, to prepare ourselves for the winter. Yeah, it's raining again. As I said, in the game it's very difficult when it's raining, especially when there's thunder, because it's hard to distinguish between the thunder, and sometimes you can't even hear the predators growl when there's thunder going on. So we have to be very careful when it comes to running around when it's raining. So let's see if we've got enough to do our storage crate. Yeah, we do indeed. So there we go, crafting the crate, and then we're putting it down. Yeah, this is really, I like the challenge in the game. It's very, very difficult, because you keep on getting hungry, you keep on getting thirsty. It's a constant fight and battle to survive, having to have food, then also, as I said, if we've got meat, or if we've got meat in our inventory and we don't see to that quick enough, that meat will go off and will go spoiled, and yeah, and then you can't eat them. You can still use the rotten meat later on when you get a unit that can use that meat to make mess, I believe it is. So what we're also going to do now with the two crates, we're going to basically split up the two crates. And this crate here, we're going to put all our food stuff. So the worms, the chocolate, we're also going to bring over the all the seeds that we have of the plants that we can plant. Then obviously when these things are grown, the vegetables that we get out of that, we will also we will also chuck in that crate. So basically all the things that we need to craft, we will put in the storage crate and the base, and the other one we will put all the stuff that will help with our hunger. So the fishing rod and the baits and the seeds, and when we have some extra vegetables and things that we grew in the plant patch, that's the things that we will put in there. So because of we now, you can already see that we don't really have any space where we can put anything down. So the idea that I have is to extend the base. We already had extended the base on the one side where the bed and the other crate is. So going to extend the base on the other side, just also put down a foundation on the other side, 2 foundations, one that would touch the water and one that's in line with the plant patch. So we're going to put those 2 foundations down when they are crafted. We would then extend later on the front of the base, or whatever side, maybe the back side, doesn't really matter, I guess, into the water. But we will, as I said earlier, we will most certainly have to start thinking about how we're gonna lay out the base and how we want the base to look like, because we need to accommodate the later we go for the solar panels and the windmills. Now you can see the screen is flashing blue, which means that we are actually getting cold. So the colder you get, you'll see that our health will go down, which is not a good thing. And it's for this reason why we need to start thinking of crafting some more clothing for us, at least a shirt. I think the first one we can potentially already craft. We'll just need to see if we've got all the materials or the resources and our chest in order for us to craft a shirt for us. So that will certainly help us not getting cold. It is 5 degrees outside. In real terms, it's not that cold, but yeah, in the game, our bodies just doesn't like the 5 degrees and we're getting cold. So yeah, we just need to get ourselves nice and warm, get ourselves at least a shirt. I believe that will help. Keeping an eye on the stove so that there's always enough fuel in there so that it doesn't die. Yeah, so crafting the second foundation. So the one would go in the front on the water side. You're putting that down, and then we just have to wait for the second one to craft, and it's crafted, and then we're going to place the second one down. And yeah, so that's the extension of the base. Yeah, no, and it's now that we really need to start to think how we going to go with this going forward. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, we need to keep in mind that we might have some animals. I know for a fact that we can have chickens. I don't know if there's anything that we can craft for rabbits or bunnies. So yep, as I said, we just craft ourselves a shirt so that we can at least go outside now and not freeze ourselves to death. So yeah, soon as that's crafted, we can put that on. It is in our inventory, so we'll take it from the inventory and we just put it on, and that will already help us with not getting that cold outside. So the few next episodes might just be running around, getting the crates, hunting chickens, hunting rabbits, chopping trees, finding crabs, finding crates, in order for us to get enough resources so that we can start building the base out. So I still don't know if we probably will, or I probably will, before I extend the base, go through it with you guys to try and explain what I have in mind, and then would be great if you guys can let me know if you like it. I would in the meantime run around and get the resources, enough resources, so that we can extend our base. I might just extend the base before the next recording, and then we can look at putting whatever we can put down, or I can run around and get all the resources, make sure that we've got everything we require, and yeah, and then we can start building the base out, and as we go along we plan and think ahead of what we want to achieve and where we want to go. So yeah, nighttime has arrived, and normally, as it is during the nighttime, we would like to catch some fish, but it's too dark because it's raining. There's no moonlight, so it's very difficult to see your bait in the water. So it's not easy to catch fish and see. So we waited till the morning, so that we can actually see our line in the water, so that we can see when there's actually a bite. So to cast, you would press down the left mouse button and you move back, you move and sort of throw, as you would throw the bait, you would move the mouse forward and then release the left button, and that will cast the bait into the lake. Now this looks like a pretty small fish, so this is a small fish. Yes, hopefully we get a bigger one so that we can eat that. Yeah, so we went through the night already, and yeah, so we will be pretty hungry, so we definitely need a bigger fish than this. Yeah, and after the fishing and we ate, we probably will have to run around looking for rabbits. Oh well, at this point maybe more for chickens and crates, and yeah, just running around for resources that we require to go further. Lovely sunrise, I must say. That looks good. Just putting the fishing rod away. Fillet the fish. Yeah, got 2 fillets out of the fish. Cook that, and then we will extract the oil out of the small fish. So we are pretty low on protein, so eating those 2 fillets will definitely help a lot with our protein. And yeah, same thing, there's a rabbit, no, there's a chicken, so yeah, that's what we want. Chicken number 1, 2 feathers in our bag. Yeah, that's what we need. We definitely need those feathers to start crafting those shirts and pants that we need for winter. I don't know if there's other things that we need to craft other than for the clothing and the and the arrows that requires feathers. Yeah, and another thing that I said in the previous video is to show you guys how the map looked like, and yeah, I completely forgot to do this in this recording, so I will definitely try and remember in our next episode, even before we start going anywhere, how the map looks like. So yeah, we will keep on running around, looking for those crates, getting some crabs and wood, and just collecting resources. Now there's a wolf in the background. So I always try to, when I do the trees, when I cutting the tree, harvesting the trees for logs, I always try to look around to see, while I am busy collecting the resources on the tree or chopping the tree, looking around to see if I can see any crates around, or if there's any danger lurking, like animals or bears that might be around, so that I don't get caught off guard. Yeah, there's a wolf in the background again. So as I said, we just keep our eye on the wolf, so that the wolf does not. There's another one. So there's one wolf on the right hand side of the tree, and then there's another one on the left. So we definitely cannot go straight on. So we either have to go to the left or to the right to get past those two wolves. There's one between the trees, and the other one was on the right hand side. There's the other one on the left. So we just go around this way, so that we run around them and not get their attention on us, to keep them away and keep us safe. So these we can make rope later on also, and for that we need these carnage. So we will keep on having to find these fiber plants, because we keep on having to craft the carnage, of which we need to do the ropes. Now I don't know what the ropes are used for. There will most certainly be something that we need to craft that will make use of ropes, because ropes would be stronger than the carnage. So so it would be for better equipment later on in the game, as we progress and get better, and get the profile to be better. So so there's a wolf or something in the background that looks like a wolf. So yeah, just avoid them, and as we just going along and running for resources. I think I already spoke about this in the previous episode. I have started a game in hard mode to try and see how long I can survive. I played the game, and I died. And what I found was that when I died, I didn't respawn. It took me back to the main screen, which meant that it looks like I completely lost my character and it didn't save the progress I've made. I couldn't go back into the game, and like in this one, when we die, we can actually go back to our body and we can get everything out of the backpack that we had on our body by the time we died. It seems like when you play in hard mode that is not the case. That is something that I will most certainly confirm to see if it is actually the case. But it seems like, yeah, when you die in the hardcore mode, yeah, that's it. You lose everything. Yeah, and because you lose everything, you will have to basically start from scratch. Your base is gone. Everything that you've accumulated and built up to that point, that's all gone. So, but I will try another one and I will test it out. I will build something or try to build something before I die, and then if I do die, just check if I actually can go back to the building, or is it only because I don't or didn't have a building and it's active or online. That might be the reason why I couldn't go back into the game, because there was nowhere to go to. So I will go back and try another one, and we'll let you guys know if that is in fact the case. Yeah, so yeah, there's these crop trees, keeping an eye around. Yeah, we keep on running around and finding these. We definitely, the reason why I concentrate so much on these trees are because of the crabs or the worms. Now there's a carrot plant, so that's a few carrots for us. So on the carrot we can either eat the vegetable or we can extract the seeds from the vegetable. Oh, there's a crate. So yeah, let's go and open the crate and see what we have in this one. Yeah, and I'm seeing a chicken there in the background. They're close to that wolf. Maybe not a good idea. Yeah, rather safe than sorry. I think that chicken can thank his lucky stars that he's so close to that wolf. Otherwise, he would have ended up in our inventory. It's feathers anyway. So yep. So while we're diving, we might as well collect the this, and yeah, we'll just have to eat that because they also just disappears from our inventory since we don't have a fridge. So yeah, so there's lots of planning that lies ahead of us in order for us to decide how we gonna build the base, and if we're only gonna have one floor, or if we're gonna build the base with multiple floors. Yeah, we'll just have to see what we can do. Probably not a huge base, probably just big enough for us to survive, and because it is only one character or this profile that's going to live in it, we don't need such a huge base, but we definitely would have it big enough so that we can put everything that we potentially can craft inside the base, so that we can see what
as possible to do in the game, and we'll try to do everything that the game provides. So yeah, that might determine the size of the base. We might decide on a certain layout, and as we progress through the game, we will potentially make changes to the base or add to the base. Yeah, so yeah, that will determine how we're gonna go forward. Yeah, so we can potentially look first thing in our next episode what we can craft, how much space we require, yeah, and then plan from there. I think that would be the best way to go about it. Right, there's another chicken, so another few feathers for us if we can actually hit it. Let's see. We must just go stand still so we can have a good nice aim at it. Yeah, there we go. Nice shot. Another few feathers in our inventory. Yep. We will kill it, we'll butcher it, and yeah, so we've got some meat also, so we can cook the meat when we get to the base. There's a deer running, so we will definitely later on, when we have a shotgun or a rifle, we will start hunting those. We can see we need to start probably also yeah, another chicken. See if we can get that chicken in the bag. Yep, there it is. Just need to be careful, otherwise if it sees us it will take off. Yeah, stand still, chicken. Yep, another one in the bag. Here we go. And then yeah, another crate or box for us. Another few feathers. We need those. Yeah, and yeah, so we will keep on collecting those crates and the crab worms and hunting down chickens. The next episode we'll probably do the same thing, where we will hunting down chickens, another crate. So we picked up quite a number of crates this episode, which is not a bad thing. Yeah, it's a good thing that we get those, because we would need nails and all those things that we pick up in those crates. And yeah, nighttime again, so we probably will have to do some fishing again. Just look after if there's enough water in the for the plants that we planted, for the vegetables. Yeah, and then probably do some fishing to get fed. Let me see, going around this side. No, turn around, not this way. Our energy is a bit low, so we can't really afford to run into any type of predator now, because yeah, our energy is absolutely out, so we can't even run. Yeah, so if there was a predator behind us, we would have died again. Just as well we saw that predator, otherwise yeah, otherwise we would have been dead. So even with the shirt on, we're still getting cold. Now there's the thing that we were talking about. Now there's meat. Now that is the first chicken that we shot earlier, and so it looks like the meat in our inventory will last for about a day, if you're lucky. So when we do have meat or raw fish in our inventory, we need to make sure that we consume that before the day is over. Otherwise, it's gonna spoil. Yeah. So as I said, we don't need to throw it away. We can still use it. That's what we're gonna do. We already split up the two crates, so we will put all the so there's one leather, and we've got some nails. So yeah, we're getting there. So we still need to run around a lot for we've got quite a few bullets for a shotgun. We do not have a lot for a rifle though. So and the green and red flower things that looks like they're in little boxes, those are the things that we require to, yeah. And there we just burned the chicken, the meat. So all the nutritional value that's in that's gone. So that is gone. Yeah. And that's not going to happen. That's going to happen again. Yeah, we just need to remember that we've got some stuff in the stove, meat. Yeah, otherwise we're going to keep on having this problem that we burning the meat and not get the nutritional value out of it. So yeah, harvest time. So let's harvest what we can here that we can harvest. There's still potatoes. We can't do them at the moment. They're still not ready. Our carrots, so we're going to split them in half. And then the first half we would extract the seeds from, because we need to plant those again. And then the second lot we will also extract that, some seeds from them, and then the rest we will put into our storage crate that we can consume later, as well as the seeds. The medical the medical plants will obviously go into the other crate inside the base. Can put that in there. Later on, when we've got heaps of those, we can start crafting the small oils, and then also that's also, we can also use that for the medical things that we require. So we're going to do that also later. Yeah, so now it's just a matter of waiting for the morning. We potentially will do some fishing also. The other thing that we will craft maybe next would be a pickaxe, because we need a pickaxe in order for us to start collecting resources like copper and iron ore and things like that. And then there's a refinery that we need to build, or that we need to craft, and that is also the reason why we would need more of those power storage units as well as mass storage units. Yeah, just because the refinery requires a lot more energy. You can potentially run the refinery with the small generator, but yeah, it's very heavy on the fuel, so we will have to have a lot of the fuel on hand to keep on running the generator to produce enough power or electricity for us. So yeah, it's probably better for us to just put some power storage units and mass storage units on the base, and put down maybe a few more of these small generators, and fill those generators up. Now there's a wolf, but there's also a crate. So we want to see if we can get that wolf away from the crate, so that we can get that crate. Yeah, so the wolf is still there, but let's just quickly go and fetch the this fiber here, fiber plant, and then we can go back to the wolf. Hang on. No, the crate's gone. Now, I decided to carry on and actually kill this wolf. But as you can see now, I just wasted 2 arrows on it by not hitting it. So I lost quite a few arrows on trying to kill this wolf, which probably was not a very good idea, though we did get some leather out of it, and which is okay, but yeah, we really need the feathers. But us now having used so much arrows to kill this wolf, yeah, just put us back a little bit on feathers, because we now need to craft more arrows in order for us to hunt the chickens and the rabbits. So we're filleting this fish. So what we do here is the other fish, if you can remember correctly, we extract the oil before we cooked it. Now this fish, and we got 1 oil out of that small fish. So we cooked this small fish first, and we're gonna extract the oil out of it just to see if we get the same amount of oil out of it after we cooked it and before. So we ate the first 2 fish fillets, and yeah, so now we will extract the oil on this one. Yeah, so it doesn't matter if we extract the oil from the fish straight from the water, or if we cooked it first. The oil that we get from it is only one, so no matter when we extract the oil from the small fish, it's the same cooked or raw. So one might as well just if we decide to extract the oil, just extract the oil without cooking the fish. Yeah, so our next episode will mostly be probably planning, and we'll play it by ear, and we'll see what we need to do in the next episode. I'll start recording some other games soon, so that yeah, you guys can have a choice of different videos and different content. And not only this one. This one obviously would be a series of episodes until we are pretty much self-sufficient, and that we've got a base well established, we've got animals around, and we can survive easily, and we crafted everything that the game has to offer and survive. And yeah, so and that's still a long way away. So we will continue with this journey until we are at a point where we think, yep, we are now at a point that we are okay. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Just putting our things back into storage. And then we will call it the night.
We did not do much. We extended the base a little bit. We got to craft a second storage crate, but that's about it. Yeah, so next episode mostly I think would be running around, getting some resources and trying to plan and see what we need to do next. We might have to do a second storage, power storage and a mass storage unit, and then probably look at something like a workbench or something like that, so that we can craft more things. But definitely we need to extend the base and the layout and work that out. So thanks for watching, guys. Please, if you like the video, give me a like and subscribe. I really appreciate your support. Thanks, guys. See you next time.